Watch Addict. It has been a few weeks now since my last acquisition, my last watch purchase. And I don't want to be applauded for being healed.
No, I think almost you should be fired from this show, to be honest. I think there's viewers that are doing a better job at being a watch addict than you are right now.
Okay, but the good news is I'm working towards a bigger, better watch. So it is a little bit more time.
Oh, no, wait, hold. You can't use the word better because that's not true.
Well, it's just...
Okay,
I tripped.
What are we saying here? That more expensive watches are always better?
Oh, damn it. I've become that guy.
You've become that guy.
No, you're right to call me out.
Yes.
It's an important watch.
That's better.
In my journey of addiction.
One of your grails.
Yeah.
Your grail
So
drug.
I'm doing it. And I want to hand it over to you to introduce yourself.
Oh, no.
At any time you please, just take your time, think about it, and come clean.
My name's AJ, and I am a watch addict. What are we doing this for? You don't have to out me in front of everyone.
It's just to help you be more honest. Yeah.
I was going to say it's been over a week since the last time I bought a watch. And then that happened.
Yes.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, okay. I got a new watch on Monday, arrived on Monday. I am a terrible, terrible, dirty person. But in my defense, it's cool.
I really like it.
Here's the Formex Essence Lagrera with the forged carbon and ceramic case. It's got the suspended suspension case in it.
I have never seen this kind of suspension before.
It's lovely.
The way that it actually moves visibly.
Yes.
And I can push up and down the case.
Can we do a whole video on it?
Yeah, let's do that. I'm going to put it to one side.
Video on it. All right.
And we'll talk about your problem.
Because that's, in my brain, that's justifying buying it. Yeah?
Yeah, my wife does not see it that way. Yeah, there's been domestic problems.
Oh, you've got problems.
Yeah. She watched the show, and even though I said we may or may not have...
She checked the bank statement.
I still got in trouble.
Yeah, no, well, it's, you know...
So,
you need to do a better job at hiding it. Is that why you're saving up for a big one? I mean, not say, oh, and I've done it, haven't I?
It's like I don't even know why we do this at the beginning. We should disclose it at the end when she's doing the dishes or something. And
she's zoned out, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why I said she's doing the dishes. That I'm not that guy.
You are that guy.
And she's watching this going, yeah, that's right. Yeah, I do everything around here. You do nothing.
So really, we should form this show because it's supposed to be like an addicts group where we all get together in a circle.
Yeah.
You should be like the counsellor of the group.
Oh,
do you know?
I would do well at that.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll pass judgment on all of you.
Yeah. So my name's AJ. It has been like 3 days since the last time I bought a watch.
And how does that make you feel?
Amazing. Yes.
That's interesting.
It fills a void in my life, basically. I have a watch-shaped hole permanently in my heart. And buying watches...
And like one of those kids' games where you're picking up the cylindrical shape and you're trying to ram it into the square. You've got a watch-shaped hole and you're just trying to find the right model to fill it.
The real problem I have is like you said, you're waiting for a grail watch that you've been wanting for a long time. I've got those watches in mind, but I keep getting further and further away from them. Yeah. I keep slipping up.
You're tripping over on other watches, which are, beautiful. But it's not easy. It's not easy. So there's so many distractions along the way of other really nice watches.
Does the grail, the big thing you're saving for, does it stay the same week to week, or are you constantly kind of like bouncing between a couple? What's the thing you're aiming at?
There's very little variance in the watch that I want, so the grail that I want. There's
fixed.
Yeah. So ultimately, I can just say it because,
because it's not real.
She'll think it's never going to happen anyway. Yeah. We're going on holiday before that.
Oh, dear.
Right. So there's the Omega Seamaster that I really want.
Okay, nice.
It has the exhibition case back.
Yeah.
There's a particular model because some of them don't have the exhibition case back. I want to see the beauty.
Yeah, definitely.
It's the black wave dial.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's the one that I really, really want.
How does that fit? Because we have a watch friend occasional viewer named Matt, who also has...
Yeah, it torments me.
Does it torments me
because I don't even think it was a grail for him. I think he just went, yeah, I'll have that. and knowing him as I do, welcome, Matt, and with respect, he just doesn't care. He just went, yeah, that's all right, I'll have that one. And he got there before I did. So it's on the watch curve that I want to go on before I go all the way back round to Seiko.
All right, get rid of everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Clear off your mortgage, get rid of everything.
Yeah.
Get a Seiko. Yeah. Well, actually, a Seiko is one of mine. A Grand Seiko.
Oh, is it the one that you tried on?
Yeah, the Shogun.
Have you gone all the way back to that time where you go, yeah, no, I think I'll leave it.
I should have just
got
it.
But now you're thinking, get it.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll get one as well.
But then you're like...
No, it's fine.
Then you're
it's
like,
fine.
Oh, all right.
No, because you can't get one without me getting one, and then we do it together.
Oh, but that would take you away from the Amiga.
For a minute.
Because it's the same kind of price.
I know, but I'm totally focused.
Right.
It will happen. But if you do that, you know the consequences I have to get.
I have to say, if you're listening to this or watching this and you've not experienced a Grand Seiko yet, find somewhere to try one on. Because we said just before, like, oh, I'm not sure about them. It's still got the Seiko badge and blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, it's not really a Seiko, is it? It's totally different.
When you see the spring drive in action, first of all, it's just insane. Just that sweep that it has is enough for a watch nerd to fall in love with it. But the finishing, like I can't. It's one of those that I struggle with.
Yeah,
but
that's fine.
I bounce around. There's the Grand Seiko. I've got a Zenith problem.
Yeah,
but there's two Zeniths that I want.
Still the Defy?
The Defy, yes, and also the Chrono Sport, the El Primero movement.
Yeah, okay. Well,
but that's a big boy.
With the open case back.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes,
we are upsetting people as well because there's been people jumping into the comments who think we are totally special.
Yeah, well, we are.
Why do you want an open case back?
Yeah.
Look, calm down. Breaking the fourth wall. I'm talking direct to them.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, because they get passionate. They don't. If they buy a dive watch, they don't want an exhibition case back. I want to see her underwear, AJ.
the argument is that it adds a lot of weight and it's unnecessary sometimes.
Yeah. Well,
but I'm all for it. I love it. That Formex that I've got there, that's got an open, and it's a forged carbon ceramic kind of mix. It's forged carbon around the outside and ceramic for the actual case bit in the middle. So it's supposed to be really light, yet they've put an open case back on it.
Yeah.
So you've added weight.
I don't mind.
But the movement's beautifully decorated. So I want to see it. I love seeing it.
Give it to me. That's what I say.
It to me,
Let me see all of it undressed.
Yeah.
But it's a special relationship we have. Like, I get to see that movement bit and I choose if I want to show the undressed watch to anyone else.
What has come along recently that has been flirting with you to take you away from your goals?
Oh.
I know this because we were looking at watches together the other night.
I cannot cope with the watch problems I'm having at the moment. It's almost like, because I've declared, no, that's it now, I'm being really sensible and I'm just saving.
Yes.
I'm putting my pocket money to one side and I'm saving. And all of a sudden, everything comes along. You know, like it's like when you start getting a serious girlfriend, you go, I'm not sleeping around anymore.
Right.
I'm serious.
Yeah.
And obviously this is a joke if she's still watching at this point, because I never did that anyway.
We should rename the show to call like Divorce Advice.
Yeah.
How to get divorced.
Yeah. I'm in a serious relationship now. I'm not like that anymore.
Well, you're married.
Yeah, because I'm focused.
It's quite serious.
Focused.
Yeah.
And then that's the point when you decide I'm committed, that everything turns up. You know, like the sun comes out and every girl's in a little crop top and skirt and you're like, as you're driving along. And you think, oh, that's nice. Ooh.
Oh, no.
Everything looks nicer. Right. You're in a new relationship. Everything's attractive. Here I am. I'm saving for my watch. I'm just create that analogy, but I'm saving for the watch. And the Black Bay 68 pops up with an incredible deal from another watch addict who bought it too fast, too excited, straight from Watches and Wonders release. I have to go in and get one. Goes into his local AD. They go, yeah. He goes, hell yeah. He walks out with a bag. And then he's like, oh, I actually still want the Panerai.
Yeah.
I'll offload it to Pete. And it hurts, AJ. These problems are painful.
What I like is it, because we've got a shared group message there with that person, and I like just, stoking the fires every now and again, going,
yeah.
So 68 still available? And he's like, oh yeah, are you interested? No. I'm not. It's too big for me.
Yeah, it's killing me.
It's probably not too big for me, to be honest.
The thing is, it's A, too soon, and B, all of the kind of Amiga budget.
Okay, so
you just go, I'm never going to get to this watch.
Test your watch strength here, because I know how easily swayed you are. You're aiming at the Amiga Seamaster. I'm guessing you're looking at pre-owned?
Yeah. I want a deal. I want it.
That's fine.
I want it minus VAT. Someone else has bought it new. You've lost the VAT, and you're looking to get what you can.
So at that price point, knowing what they are, like between 3.5 and 4, probably is that kind of price point. You've got Panerais. There's some Panerais you can get there.
I really like Panerais.
So now I'm giving you an option. Like Panerais just come up for available.
Oh, don't.
What's the Panerai you like? Is it the Radomir?
No, I like the Pamo one with
the Crown Guard.
Yeah, Crown Guard and the open case back. Because again, there's some that do, some that don't, and that's what I'm into, and you're into what you're into.
So that's come up. Are you interested in that? Are you focused on the Amiga? Because that's a
I'm going
to
try and not let my head turn as I'm driving.
You can have it right now.
Oh God, damn you! Right, no,
you get wind that the seller might even do a deal.
No, it's probably not got box and papers.
No, it's got box and papers. Yeah, recently serviced.
Recently serviced.
Yeah, just go full.
Yeah,
can I trip you up?
Can you notice I'm starting to shine?
Yeah, swear.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, and now you've got that choice.
Yeah.
Ring, ring.
Oh, hello.
Hi, it's your favourite second-hand watch dealer here.
Oh, God damn you. Right, nice to hear from you. What have you got?
Tudor chronograph. I know you were interested in that. You really liked the bimetal one, didn't you? Yeah. I've got that available for exactly your budget.
Oh, God.
So same price as those other watches you're looking at.
Right.
Box and papers. It's an immaculate example. In fact, the owner never wore it. They were too scared.
Oh, they didn't?
But they kept it. They've just had it serviced as well. So it's come back with full service and still in its warranty.
Wow. Okay.
Same price.
So it's all shiny.
This is the problem, right, with budget brackets of watches.
Yeah.
Like I was saying, there's a few that I'm not bouncing around between. They're all about the same price. It doesn't matter what your budget is. Let's say you've got £1,500, you want to buy a nice watch. There's so many options at that budget.
Yeah.
And there's no bad choice.
Well, we said recently about...
well, this probably is a bad choice.
The authenticity guarantee on eBay.
Oh, yeah.
That has been a game changer.
A killer.
I'll tell you another game changer. When eBay are trying to promote the high value sales and they offer £300 off a watch. That really hurts. Right now, we would really. I was struggling. I was in danger of losing all of my Amiga budget because there's some crazy taking. It's a competitive price.
Yes.
Authenticity guaranteed.
Yeah.
And they're just about to knock 300 quid off, and it's not even going to cost the seller. eBay are going to knock 300 quid off. You go, oh, this is so good.
I know. Well, I've fallen over on that in the past. No, it wasn't a bad fall over. I fell over and wound up with the Tudor chronograph, and I very much loved that.
Yeah.
But it had the £300 voucher, which it was a great deal, really good condition one, obviously authenticity and all the rest of it. I'll just say it brought it down to 2,695. Like, I've got that money saved.
Yeah,
and I do love that watch.
I'm waiting for the police to arrive because I
feel like I'm robbing it.
Yeah,
it's I think when you see those moments, essentially you're mitigating any potential loss. Let's say I want to sell that watch now. It's not going to have dropped down to 2,695 as its value.
No, and that's,
so I've kind of mitigated that loss.
That's where I like sitting with a watch that typically what you find with luxury watches are people really look after them anyway.
Yeah.
If it's just had a service, it comes back immaculate, polished. You can't even tell if it's been worn. And with so many images and videos on listings and the authenticity guarantee, if it says box and papers, you've got my attention. So I like everything proper. I keep all of my watches proper. They're all tucked up. I even clean them off after I've worn them before I put it away.
I give them a little rub.
Yeah, so I like everything nice. So I want to buy off someone like me who keeps everything just right.
All right, I'm going to do a final test for you then, like really going to test your metal because I love seeing you trip up. I'm just going through recent memory of watches you like or have expressed interest in at that price point. You have Tudor Black Bay 68.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Tudors in this, actually. We do love Tudors, to be fair, which is fine.
I've had 12 months of a real deep relationship with Tudor.
Yeah,
I've looked at every single Tudor, and that's probably why.
68, chronograph, and the Tudor Explorer opaline dial. Tudor Pro.
Yeah.
Right, they're the 3 Tudors. They sit around the same kind of price. Right, Omega Seamaster, I guess it's a Pro Diver 300, black dial, black wave dial, exhibition case back, on a bracelet.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Panerai, PAM 01.
Oh, don't put that in there as well.
Same kind of price.
Why?
Anything else I want to throw into the mix as a choice? What else have you been looking at?
They're okay at that price point.
Is that plenty, is it? It's 5 watches there.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to stick with the Omega. I've really wanted to tick it off for the collection.
Wow, we know where you're at.
I mean, they are all the same price as well.
All the same price.
Yeah, I'm going to stick with the Omega. It's got to be a real danger of tripping up. Like if it's a price that I can never get again, I'm going to fall.
So there's the thing then. If one of those came up and it was like a price that was too good to be true, and it wasn't the Omega, would that be enough to distract you?
Yeah, because that's the problem. You can never get it again. Then that's the moment that I struggle with and go, oh, well, I've got to do it, haven't I? I've got to. So like the Panerai, when you give me a really good model of the Panerai, I'll go, oh, okay, well, I'll just do the Omega next year. Just put that in the background. You know, life happens. We don't all have crazy money just to throw into watches.
No. Yeah, it's real stuff. So, yeah.
So, yeah, that will wait, and I'll do that. I'll do that next year.
They're big boy watches as well, so it's a lot of money, and I think everyone watching this can kind of appreciate that. That's not going to be something you get every month. That's something you save for.
You really shouldn't. And if you're putting that much money into a watch every month, you should be buying property. Just kind of being logical, you know. Welcome to the group.
Or Rolexes.
I want you to be making stupid mistakes with watches because they're fun.
Rolex or house? What are you investing in?
If you've got multiple Rolexes, then there is a real problem. You're better off filling a 20 watches in a case and having one Rolex than you are having multiple Rolexes. It just doesn't make any sense.
Is it a one Rolex thing for you? Is it one and done? I guess it's hard to know until you're there, isn't it?
Yeah, we both have a similar journey with watches. One from each stable, but a really good one.
Yeah, I'm.
And I know that's rubbish already. I know it's rubbish because equally there's so many in the Tudor range that I really like.
Yeah,
we're going to talk about Breitling in a minute, and there's 9 different ranges in the stable from Breitling. There's some cracking watches. But yeah, Tudor, I have the same issue. There's a few that I really like. So I'm going to break that. But in general, I think, certainly with the high-end watches, you don't want to have multiple.
My favourite thing to do here is listen to one of us say a watch rule and then pose the opposite question.
Oh, God damn you.
Because I tend to agree with you. If you're building a collection, it's nice for it to be spread and eclectic and different. But then, like you say, there's lots in Tudor. You've only mentioned the Seamaster from Omega. What about the Speedmaster?
Yeah, the Speedy is nice. And
the weird thing with the Speedmaster is there's about 12,000 different versions.
Yeah.
From like the Speedmaster Racing, which is a version I really like, and you can pick it up like at a really kind of good price.
Yeah.
Like quite low. Because it's not as popular. And then obviously you've got like the Dark Side of the Moon and all of that. That's just incredible. Is a Speedmaster in that collection?
I got
this
to be
fantasy
honest,
collection you're talking about.
I do really like, and it would be okay for it to be in there because they're so different.
Oh, what the Seamaster ones?
Yeah. In the same way that Tudor, but you know, if you've got multiple Rolexes, I'm sticking to that because that's crazy.
How do you feel about me having multiple black bays?
It annoys me that you're there before I am. Yeah.
I desperately want to get a bracelet for the 41.
Yeah, so I've only got the one Tudor in the box at the moment, and that's the bronze, black.
Can we
bronze.
talk about the bronze for a minute? Yeah. This is a really interesting kind of point. It's beautiful, but I'm watching your kind of summer life struggles with it.
Yeah, I want to wear it
in real time. It's kind of an interesting, it's worth talking about, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because bronze watches, although not as popular as they were like a year ago or so, are still talked about a lot.
Yeah, so I picked mine up knowing that I'm not going to be cleaning it. I want it to go from that
almost gold, isn't it?
Yeah, it came out of the box, fresh gold, looks beautiful. Very flat gold as well, you know, like almost matte. And I want it to go really dark.
Yeah.
If it goes greeny colour, patina, then that's fine, whatever. What I didn't bank on, because it's Tudor's kind of chemistry of alloy, was that it would leave so much green on my wrist.
Yeah.
And yet every single time I wear it, if it's hot and your skin is perspiring, then you are lagged.
Yeah.
Like it's literally stained up. And things like the crown that obviously touch against the back of your wrist, that's gone really dark already.
Yeah.
That's fine. I wanted to do that. What I don't want to do is look at the time and see a big blob of green on my wrist.
It's almost like
So it's not a summer watch.
Yeah, that's what I was just going to say. It's almost like it's definitely not a summer watch. And I think, I have quite, from playing guitar, like my guitar strings will tarnish really quickly. So I know I've got quite acidic, sweat.
Yeah.
People have different pH balances of their sweat. So I think a bronze watch for me would... I'd look at it and it would
I think it might. You might be able to melt it. Yeah, I've seen how you can tarnish stuff, and I think you might actually be the one test too far.
I can't wear silver jewelry.
You can actually destroy the silver.
Yes, silver does tarnish. For everyone, it will, and you have to clean it and polish it. But it will go black within a week.
Oh wow.
I remember when I was younger having silver rings,
and
they just go black straight away. So I just can't wear silver jewelry at all. It has to be kind of stainless steel or other material.
Oh, okay. Stay away from the bronze.
I see some. Christopher Ward had a summer sale a couple of weeks ago, didn't they? And they had one of the Trident Pro 300 bronzes, which looks beautiful in the pictures. But I look at it and go, I can't wear that.
Yeah, I think the rule of saying you should only get one from the stable, that's your Tudor done, that's your Rolex done, whatever it might be. But actually, it's only because of a financial aspect. If you were doing a watch roll of Rolex, that's some crazy money. You know, you've got your Sea Dweller, you've got your Sky Dweller, you've got your Sub. How far do you want to go? Yachtmaster as well.
GMT Master.
And you're just getting into crazy money sat in there. And equally, every single one of those is a one and done.
Yeah, but it's relative, isn't it? I guess if you're that kind of earning level where...
Yeah, well, I'll tell you
where
what.
a 10 gram watch is the same as a 1 gram watch to normal people.
So it's percentage-wise of disposable income, isn't it? So that's what you're doing. So you've got to be at some serious money to be able to behave in that way.
Yeah.
And I'd say for most people, that's probably best spent on a property.
And the other thing with, not to give financial advice anymore, because that's someone else's thing.
You shouldn't be taking any advice from us.
This is an addict circle.
Yeah.
Life advice is
do not listen to what we say, because we will change our minds as well.
Yeah. Going back to the bronze watch bit, the other thing is that Tudor have one of the best makeups of bronze that's going to tarnish the least. So when I look at someone like Christopher Ward's one, I go, if I'm watching it tarnish on your wrist, a Tudor one, the Christopher Ward one's not going to be the same makeup as Tudor's.
No, you will melt that in about a week.
Put it in Do Not Disturb, why not?
I should do.
Yeah,
I should do.
I just see
it's not like we're live, but she's calling mid-podcast, almost like she knows we're talking about her. Do Not Disturb.
Yeah.
There we go.
Wow, there you go. Yeah, so I don't think I could get away with bronze, basically, is the point. And it's been interesting watching your kind of struggle with it, I would say, in the summer. Like, you want to wear it, but you keep going.
It's an incredible watch. I love the whole concept of it. Maybe it was a little bit crazy to go, I want to be involved in that. I want to have one of those. And I'm choosing Tudor as the brand to do it with. But in my mind, I'm really good with that decision. Like, it's a chunky spend.
It's a big watch.
But it's one Tudor that I'll wear in the winter.
Yeah.
And then I've got my other ones.
Pete, can I ask a question 25 minutes in?
Yeah.
What you wearing?
AJ,
what are you wearing?
People are going to want all numbers. I'll give you numbers and stuff in a minute. But I've busted out my Breitling Chronomat Wind Rider.
Wait, hold the press. Yeah. Pete's wearing a bimetal watch.
Yeah.
How does that make you feel?
Do you know, there's going to be some that are going to go, that's an old man's watch. And I'm going to go, yeah, well, I was like 20-something.
Can I just... I hear this a lot.
Yeah.
I used to have a bimetal Breitling, as we talked about. I sold it and got the Amiga, but I loved that watch. And anytime I'd hear people say that's an old man watch, I'd go, like collecting watches is a young person's game.
Yeah, it's
definitely not.
It's crazy to think that
there's definitely not.
You can have loads of.
There's definitely nothing young and cool about watches. The whole thing's a bit middle-aged. Let's be fair.
Yeah. This is a ridiculous thing to be talking about. To do a podcast on watches.
Yeah.
I'm not expecting our demographic
to be 18-year-olds.
No, it's not going to happen. No. We're not looking for the TikTok generation. You know, the whole socially uncomfortable.
I deeply love that watch. Like, I love it specifically on you.
It's an amazing bit of heft. And although it cost a fair chunk, I've also spent a fair chunk more on keeping it right.
Yeah. How long have you had that?
20 years this year.
Wow. That's impressive.
Yeah.
That is impressive. Thanks for asking. I
hate it when you take it away from me.
Go on then.
I thought we were going to talk about me for a little bit longer.
Oh, we can talk about you for a little bit longer.
No. AJ, what you watching, what you wearing, whatever you wanted me to say.
I'm wearing my Breitling Avenger 2 GMT. And I've got the numbers in front of me. It is the A323390.
Yeah, I hate it.
You hate it?
I kind of found it. Didn't I say to you about that?
It's 2017. Yes, so I not too recently got rid of all my Breitlings. Yeah. And then instantly was like, made a terrible mistake.
Mm-hmm.
I sold my bimetal Chronomat to buy an Amiga.
Foolish.
Well, that I was all right with that because I had fallen a little bit out of love with that watch. Although I missed it when it was gone. I didn't enjoy wearing it, but I liked having it.
Okay.
Because it was so kind of poignant. And the Super Ocean 2, the 44mm, 2019, the blue dialed Super Ocean I sold that. And then suddenly felt no Breitlings. And I was like, oh, I actually really miss it. I really miss having that. And then you found this on the bay.
It's
the eBay.
Oh God.
It's beautiful.
It's a problem watch that makes me think I need another Breitling.
A 43mm stainless steel, the 3-link bracelet that's super high polish, which shows every single fingerprint in the world.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous. It has a really cool thing on the dial that I really like, which is the indices, that they look gunmetal against the black of the dial, so you can't see them, and yet when they catch the light, they're polished. So it kind of comes alive in the light. I think
when they, like they can polish to a matte standard, or a gloss standard, right? They've done something in the micro level with that, where they've brushed in a certain direction to make the whole watch black out. So it's like black everything. And as you move your wrist, you go through the light and all of a sudden you catch the brushes on the indices and the light just refracts back.
Yeah.
So you get a full chrome look to it. It's really kind of detailed, but in the pictures, that were with that listing.
Didn't see it.
I did not think it would be kind of
I remember you
glowing
saying,
with
you were like,
a shine.
The only thing I'm not sure about, AJ, is that it looks like it's all black on black, and I don't know if that's going to be any good.
Yeah, matte black, everything's kind of cool if you can throw in a tiny bit of gloss with it.
Yeah,
and it turned out that's what it was. So that was a really, really pleasant surprise.
Really pleasant surprise. Very super comfortable. I mean, especially in the summer. One thing I've definitely learned with this really hot summer we've had in the UK, humid hot summer, is bracelets are your friend in the summer.
Yeah,
massively.
Yeah.
I've been looking for the watches that I've got that are bracelets. Every time I put on a strap, I'm a bit like, ooh, especially rubber.
We did get. I browse over some of the comments. I think the comments are for the community, but when a video first goes up, I typically, day one, I'll jump in and out and say hi and whatever. Some people were kind of annoyed at how loose my watch was on my wrist.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but like you said, humid, hot.
Oh.
I have to have a bracelet loose.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it sits really low on my wrist.
Yeah.
But, you know, I get it. There's a lot
yeah.
of people that like it higher up.
And tight.
Like back here, kind of higher up. Yeah, and tight so it sits in position. So that, I guess, is an AD somewhere came up with, you know, this is how you wear a watch.
Yeah.
And they should be up here. Equally, they came up with loads of stupid things like skinny jeans, and I never joined in on that. So
I'm with you. I prefer my bracelet to have a bit of movement. Firstly, I like to feel the watch moving. Not so much that it's like going to be down around your hand, or I'm not a rapper, but I do like a little bit of movement. I like some space for my wrist to swell.
I bet right now that person is thinking, well, you should have a micro adjustment. And they're probably right. But I think,
Breitling bracelets don't.
Look, I love that you love watches. You must love that we love watches. Otherwise, you wouldn't be watching. But I like mine loose and you like yours tight. And that's okay.
That's cool. Okay, let's test your level of forgiveness with watch etiquette.
Yeah.
So you can technically, I think the person's right. You're supposed to wear it above the wrist bone.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to sit there and it's supposed to be fitted. But some people do like a bit of movement. If we're asking for kind of forgiveness there, what about wearing your watch on your right hand?
I've heard the argument for it, you know, I'm a lefty.
No, a right-handed person wearing it on their right hand. How do you feel about that?
Well, if you're right-handed and it's on your right hand, it's ridiculous. Here's why. Just in a logical part of my brain, I turn over my wrists at the same time like that. Okay. My right wrist feels so much tougher to turn than my left wrist.
Do you think your muscles are more developed in the right hand?
I think, yeah. And because I've got so much more muscle in my right hand.
Why do you think your muscles
because
are more...
I use it all the time. It's my dominant hand. And my
so your
left
forearm
hand,
muscles are more developed in your right?
I use this for everything.
Just a lot more exercise?
Every day.
Yeah.
Right? So I can't rotate that
how
in the
often
same
every
way.
day?
So I think, well, why would you do that? Because you're like, oh... For starters, what's the time? And you look down and you go, oh, I've seen the time. Whereas this hand here, I've got like...
So do you ever use your left hand for anything?
No.
Always your right hand?
Yeah.
Overdeveloped?
If you ever do anything with your left hand, it feels like someone else's. But if you do it with your right hand, it's just natural, perfect. You know.
That's good. It's good to know.
Yeah.
I saw, changing the subject.
Yeah.
It's a podcast, we're allowed to. And there was one of these like archaeology digs. They're looking at the skeleton of this warrior that they had found. And there's this woman going, yes, and you can see the bones of his right arm are a lot denser than the bones of his left arm, which shows how much more dominant his right hand was and how much more vigorous exercise he must have done with his right hand. And there's just this guy presenter stood next to her, like trying not to laugh. Like, yes. I had imagined from about 14, 15, right through his adult life. He was
the weight of his sword.
He was absolutely carrying that sword around.
Yeah, what a weapon.
I wanted to address something that I've noticed in the watch world, and that is a general lack of love for Breitling. Hence us both wearing Breitlings today.
Oh, right. Busting out my Breitlings.
Obviously watch a lot of watch videos, read a lot of watch articles, and basically consume way too much watch content because, you know, we're addicted. And it's almost like I rarely see anyone talking about Breitling. Either it's not fashionable, it's not cool, or they're just, no one likes their watches somehow. But I wanted to kind of readdress that and rebalance it slightly by like talking about like our love for Breitling and what it's done for us in our watch journeys, and kind of ask the question like, why is there not more love for Breitling? Is it? I don't know where it stems from. Is it this era of Breitling where everything was big, and you had to have a bigger wrist to carry it, or what is it?
I think for many years they did kind of go favourable for big, but if you go, what is Breitling? Well, it's one of the old world watch companies. So that was like the pocket watch era into the watch era. So 1800s, aren't they, as a company? Yeah. They went through the quartz crisis as everyone else did, and survived it. So they're a company with a huge history along the way. They've done quartz watches. We've seen some really cool quartz watches from Breitling where they kind of kept the analog with it. Mm-hmm. The cockpit, I think, is the variant there.
And the emergency as well.
Yeah, the emergency. Now, I remember when I picked up this from an AD, we went in, me and my mate, and we both ended up going out with Breitlings. At the same time, the Rolex Submariner was around £5,000, which was the same price as this watch. So this was $5,500. The Rolex was about $5,500. And that was the watch that I went in thinking I was going to buy. A very plain black Submariner, 2005. So yeah, 20 years ago.
There's an interesting thing on the value, isn't there? When you think a black Submariner was $5,000 and it's now 9, 10 if you can buy one, if you get up on the waiting list.
Yeah.
If you were to buy a bimetal Chronomat, the newest version, how much is that now?
Well, you can only, from an insurance point of view.
I just mean like, what's the new Breitling Chronomat bimetal? What's the price of it?
The only example you can find right now that's going to give you a similar replacement to the Windrider that I've got is £20,000.
Yeah. So it's 4x'd, whereas the Submariner's doubled.
Yeah. Yeah,
so
there is
interesting.
There is that.
Because you can't buy new the Submariner that was released 20 years ago. Same as you can't buy that.
Let me give you a flip on it from the old money look at what's going on here. Breitling released this at the same time as I could have gone and bought a Submariner. The traditional Submariner that was available then is still available exactly the same today. And if I went 20 years prior instead of 20 years forward, it was still available then. Mm. And the look of that watch, very little has changed.
Yeah.
Aesthetically, if I was showing a child and say, which one's different, they'd say they're all the same.
Yeah.
Right? There's very little text on dial difference. The watch, bracelet, everything is the same look. The Breitling in 2005 discontinued in about 2008, 2009, this model. So you can't buy it. So the comparable is like I think it's called the B01 or the B01. That's 20 something thousand, 22 grand on a strap, not a bracelet.
Not on a bracelet.
But for me at the time, making the decision between the two, this one looked so much more special.
It was.
Take away the watch snobbery that I went in there with I'm going to get a Rolex.
Yeah.
And when looking at the two watches, and it was a different time, things were tough. It was at the point where I think they were just about to reduce VAT from 17.5% to, was it 15 or something like that, to get the economy going. So ADs had stock. You didn't have to have a waiting list to go in and buy a Submariner. You didn't have to be a special client. For me, at that AD, it was my first time buying. But yeah, the choice was scrappage value, basically, on this made it a more safe purchase. I've probably got 50, 60% of the value in scrappage. 18 karat gold bimetal. And then I experienced the problems with that later on. But absolute thing of beauty. And you put them side by side, and I know which one turns heads. And I know over 20 years of having it on my wrist, it was my one and done for about 15 of those years.
Yeah.
Like, it was only going to be, I've got one watch and I've painted the house in this watch.
Yeah, it wore for everything.
Yeah, it just never came off. And which was good when it went for a service, because it came back with all of those little scuffs and scrapes all gone.
Yeah.
You know?
Like you, Breitling was my first luxury watch. It was my introduction into the world of like Swiss watches and like spending a lot of money on watches. And it was also, I guess, influenced by you with the kind of wisdom of like scrappage values and the kind of bang for buck of Breitling as well. Got a bimetal chronomat as well. But I bought the model previous to that, which was like a 2003 model. But it was the watches that I always then looked at. So I always had this conception of whenever I went to a jeweler's or went past or looked at any watches, I'd look at Breitling's first. I just loved everything about them. I loved the Super Ocean. I loved the chronomat. I loved the things that they offered. And I know I talked about I'd kind of fallen out of love a little bit with some of their, like, I'm not a big fan of the new Super Ocean with it's a bit blocky in the big chapter rings. But I generally loved them all. So when we start getting really into watches and you start consuming, like post-COVID, start consuming content as more people making videos about it, it's always baffled me that I don't see, like, what am I missing that not more people are talking about this brand? It's like you say, it's one of the original brands. It's definitely one of the most luxury brands that consumers can buy. In my head, it always sat up there with Rolex, but yet the perceived value, the perceived wisdom is it's not talked about like Omega's talked about. It's not even talked about like Tudor's talked about. Like, where does Breitling actually sit then in the landscape for everyone else? And how have I got it so wrong? Or is it just not? It's just not fashionable to talk about.
I don't think there's anyone that loves watches that sees them in the same way that fans or enthusiasts see football teams. We don't go, Breitling, that's my team.
No,
and I'm not going to support another. So with Breitling, I've got my Breitling now. I'm free to kind of shop around and enjoy others, and I don't feel some kind of traitorous way about looking at other brands and having others in the collection. In fact, far from it. No, I've got Breitling. I kind of want other nice ones to go with it. But it was a one and done. And the reason being is I loved every aspect of it. The point where you started to think, I'm going to let go of my chronomat and I'm going to pick up another. The struggle was that they had changed their brand direction. So the Super Oceans with the capital B instead of the wings, which was kind of like the traditional side of it. Movements have changed over the years as well. Mainly for the good, I would say. This has got their in-house caliber, which is based on an ETA movement.
Yeah, it's that era. Same as this. Same based on ETA movements.
Yeah, they. I think, in my perspective, their move now is to try and attract the me of 20 years ago, the sort of 25-year-old who's put a few quid aside. And in fact, there's quite a few in their 20s right now that have got a decent disposable income because they can't buy a house.
True enough.
They're still sat at their parents, kind of just banking, trying to save a deposit.
Maybe it's they don't have. If I was to be like super critical of them and look at their whole lineup and go, there's not necessarily a clear direction with them all. It's a bit kind of shotgun, isn't it?
They're so
so
across the board. So I've pulled off from the web just to take a look at. You've got the classic AVI, right? So that's your kind of cushion case style. You've got the Navitimer, really big. Sort of sits out there with the Bentley, doesn't it? The Bentley model that they do. Big timepiece. Avenger, very traditional sort of Breitling look. The Premier, which is their kind of new retro style, the new old. Top Time, which is the one that you're obsessed with. They've got a chronomat today. it's entirely different because of the bracelet. This style of bracelet that I've got that you had,
I love that style bracelet.
That's a typical Breitling signature.
Yeah, that rolled steel one they have on the Chronomat one now, it looks like rolls.
Yeah, then you got the Super Ocean with
the mesh bracelet.
Okay. But again, there's many of the Super Ocean that I really like. There is one that I would have, definitely.
On the Super Ocean Heritage.
Yeah, on the Super Ocean Heritage. So you've got Super Ocean Heritage, and then it goes through to their Endurance, the professional range.
Yeah.
And they've got some really nice models in there.
My point being...
It's diverse.
It's and probably too diverse. Put the same thing, you look at Tudor's lineup, and you go, there's a style through all of that you can kind of pick out as like it's a direction. It's diverse, but not like in the same way as if you go from the Top Time or the Premier, which is quite a vintage style, like neo-vintage, and then look at the Endurance, the professional range. It's like a jarring difference. And then the Super Ocean Heritage in it with its mesh braid. It's maybe the problem is that it's not clear what the direction is. Where are they headed?
That all of that is available within one brand.
Yeah, but that's the problem.
It's a lot to take in.
Yeah,
isn't it?
miscommunicating.
You've got this kind of polycarbon or something they would call it, the Endurance.
Brightech, I think. It
would be something like that for certain. It's a couple of grand, I think, in it, $2,500, somewhere around there. Let's say it's under $3,000. And then you've got watches at over 20,000.
Yeah.
All from one company.
I don't mind the price variance so much because Rolex do that, don't they? They've got
Rolex definitely don't have a watch for under $7,000. No, is it $6,000? Is it the
Datejust?
Yeah, that's the cheaper end of it.
The Oyster Perpetuals, it's supposed to be like $5,000 or $6,000.
Is it really?
Yeah, they're cheap.
Okay. Yeah, to be honest, it's the RRP versus
what you can actually get it for.
Yeah, what you can actually get it for.
When you consider like the Submariner we're talking about, it's only $9,000 RRP. But join the waiting list. If you want a Submariner, that's 3 years you're waiting for it probably, if you're lucky. Yeah, I feel like because I look at their current lineup and I go, I love that Top Time. We've talked about it before. I also love the Pistachio Dial Premier, but it's so, when I actually consider it, doesn't feel like a Breitling watch at all. No. So different, isn't it? It's small, it's vintage styled.
And there's a lot of micro brands that can give you that look and feel.
Yeah.
It might not have everything that Breitling can deliver in terms of quality, but that look and feel and the esque movement,
ETA it's kind of esque. It's copied an ETA.
Yeah. Therefore it becomes a tricky one to get on board with, doesn't it? So I'm wearing the brand, but I paid a damn sight more to do it when there is a similar looking Echo Neutra. There's things that are very of that ilk, and not even in a homage sense.
What do they have to do to recapture the magic? Or is it we're just in an echo chamber of the internet, and actually when you open to the bigger world, it doesn't matter?
Yeah, no, I love the brand feel of Breitling. I love that when we went to the ADs, you're literally in a Breitling superstore.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's beautiful how they brand
very
it.
Spacious. Yeah. The fact that they've kind of got Kelly Slater's surfboard up on the wall.
Yeah.
Vintage
like cafe racer style bikes.
Yeah,
and stuff. Yeah.
Oh, we've got this bike style kind of vintage watch, so let's get a motorbike in to kind of show that retro look. They kind of jump around. They've got something for everyone there, which is really, really nice. And I don't know that they need to do anything different. I think different is what they don't need to do. I think they've got to always stay true to the core lines. So this kind of iconic bracelet style should always be there. I should always see that because it's the nod for someone like us that loves the brand. You've got to kind of then walk in my child's shoes and go, in 30 years' time, what's memories of dad?
Yeah.
What's memories of granddad? That kind of thing. If you're talking about heritage, like, this has been on my wrist for the bulk of 20 years. So in every photo that I would have had taken, I would have been wearing this. which is kind of crazy, but also really cool. And then you think, well, if they want a piece of that, you can still pick it up. And it's like that nod, that memory.
But they're not making it. Breitling aren't. They're not even making that bracelet anymore.
No.
Are they? So
no.
It's always a difficult one, isn't it? Do you stay classic, which is kind of like the Rolex approach, and every so often you bring out something new, but really you stay classic, or do you keep evolving? And I guess Breitling have tried to keep evolving, as illustrated by that watch really perfectly. Like say you went in to try Submariner and that at the same time, and the Submariner, the reference has changed, but it's the same watch. But that is probably changed 3 or 4 times in that time. The Chronomat,
yeah,
so they
100%.
keep evolving it, like, which is right.
Well, there's also, I guess, without change, you can't move price so easily, can you? It's very difficult to just increase the price. You look at the issues that Rolex gets, and it's always about price. But in truth, we've moved 20 years on, and the RRP is double. But in 20 years, if I looked at house prices as a comparable asset, they've more than doubled. Yeah, I just going off of my own home and thinking, what would have that been 20 years ago? Like, the markets they move fast, but it's very hard to justify the increase of like a Submariner when it's exactly the same as what was available years and years ago.
So.
And here's the direct one for me. So I looked to see if I could still buy this watch today, what would it be? Is it available anywhere else? So I put the model number in, right? So I'm not one of those model number guys. So
yes, it's C13320.
Do you know what? That's kind of impressive.
Is it?
It's the C13356.
56. Yeah.
So I took the model number and I had a look, see what I could get for the 18 karat bimetal. And I found that there's a website. Shall I say the website, or is that kind of...
Everyone knows Chrono24. It's not like you're gatekeeping.
Right. So I just don't want... There's a lot of knobheads out there that go, oh, that's because you're getting paid.
Oh, yeah. Like, do you know what? When we do get paid, you can celebrate it with us.
I'm up for getting paid, though.
Yeah.
So I'm not ruling
out. If
Chrono
24 want to sponsor it, there's going to be more accidents that happen.
Yeah. And that would be good for everyone.
Yeah.
Right. So they've got it on for 6,128.
Right.
That represents a tiny amount of growth.
Yeah.
For what I gave for the watch 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And it's exactly the same. Boxed, papers, serviced.
So, yeah. What you're saying is that you'll pretty much buy it for the same price that you bought it for 20 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah. So, if anyone goes, the thing is, watches is a really good way of making money.
Definitely not. There's no part of it that's making money.
I don't want to out anyone, right? I don't want to out people.
It's a myth that we were all sold.
It's something you tell the wife.
There's a few that will vary, but a select few.
Yeah.
The best case scenario is you don't lose any money.
You don't lose.
But if you were to be like an economist and like go, well, count for inflation in 20 years, you've lost a shitload of money.
Yeah, you could have got more for leaving the money in the bank.
But
well, I don't know. Not today.
But yeah, I remember that myth being perpetuated, and I think it's something we tell our better halves and our accountants.
Yeah.
No, it's a good investment. I'm just parking it.
I parked the money. It's like buying gold, basically. It's just parking up.
Yeah, it's just there. But you won't lose anything technically on the actual cash value.
I absolutely love it, but you can lose something. If you buy this model, you can lose the rider, which happened to me twice. So the riders on the bezel of this model of Breitling, the Chronomat, and they're also on the Colt.
But that is that era specifically, because this has riders, but they're not screwed on. They're fixed to the bezel.
Yeah, so I've lost a 15 and a 45 over those 20 years.
It's not a problem when they're solid gold, is it?
It's £150.
Oh, it is a problem.
For the part. And then that part has to be fitted back at Breitling. So you're 3 months without your watch.
Oh, Mr. Pete, we have your watch here. And whilst it's here, we're just wondering, would you like it to be fully serviced?
If I say no at this point, they kick the watch over into the box.
They drag it across the floor.
Oh, you don't, because you don't love Breitling.
It's just it's almost due for its 5-year service. Are you ready to get that done? It's only £720.
So
plus VAT.
The first rider goes in, and it wasn't quite due a service because it happened in under the first 5 years.
Yeah.
You think, oh, maybe it's covered under warranty. It's not covered under warranty.
That kind of thing.
So, and you might think, well, you could just go on eBay and buy a rider. But because they're 18 karat gold, there's a lot of unscrupulous people that are selling fake gold riders.
Of course.
And you could go to a local cobbler's.
No, we've explained why we'd never do that.
But you shouldn't.
No, don't do that.
And have it screwed in. I thought, I'm going to go back to the ADs.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go, do you know this beautiful watch that I put a lot of money in? I'm missing a rider. Is it covered? It's not covered. Okay. Can you sort it? Yeah, we can sort it. It's £150. Okay. I hand it over to them. They put it in a nice little Breitling travel case and they send it off to Breitling. I'm thinking it's probably going to be 300-400 quid.
Yeah.
Right, 150 for the part, then there's going to be a labour and all the rest of it. Do you know what's really good? The ADs do not charge you for the shipping to and fro, which is insured for the whole cost of the watch. So
that's for a couple hundred quid to send it.
Then on top of that, the labour, they don't charge for the labour. So it's 150 quid fitted, which is really good. However, it goes in, they go, well, you know, it is going to be due a service. Would you like us? Do you love watches?
Yeah. Do you love that watch?
Yeah. Do you love watches, or are you...
You don't really like your watch?
Yeah.
If you don't like it...
I will kick it back into the case. So I'm like, yeah, go on, do a service. It came back. That was over £700 that I spent on the service.
Yeah.
Then I also opted for the polish.
It's another 100 and something, isn't it?
It's about 150 quid. Right. Then it's 150 quid for the rider. To date, I've spent about $2,500 on servicing this watch.
That's insanity.
Yeah.
That's insanity, isn't it?
So it's been back for a big, a little, and a big, and 2 riders.
I will say, when it comes back from its polish, it's like it's brand new again.
Oh, the £150 part for a polish. Right. Here's another bit of Pete advice. Buy a watch from eBay. Don't worry too much about the superficial scratches. Most of them will come out. If it doesn't have papers, you should be getting a massive deal off that watch, because even with like the eBay authenticity, that's great. They've kind of taken it off and go, yeah, we believe it's... So you've got some kind of comeback on this watch. Then immediately send it off to have a full service and an authenticity from Breitling.
300 quid for the certificate from Breitling?
Yeah.
At the same time as your service?
Right. So you're going to have freshly serviced with papers from Breitling who are confirming this is their watch, right? So it's brand new with papers. So you got it with box papers and full service, and then pay the 150 quid for the polish. Now, all of that, you should be looking at knocking off of that watch price. You should be looking at getting that watch down
by £1,200. I don't think it's going to happen.
Do you know what? A box and papers is everything to me when I'm buying a watch.
Is it? I've got a whole episode about this lined up. Like, is it? Is it that important?
I don't want to fall out about things.
Is it more important than a service history?
Nobody talks about service history.
Nobody talks about it.
Why aren't we talking about service history?
No. But yet, me personally, like, this had just come back from a service and it just had its polish and everything. And it was like, well, that makes it really appealing as opposed to another that's never had a service. Should be talking about it more. But yeah, box and papers is always an option, isn't it? When you're Chrono24, Watchfinder, eBay, but never about service history.
Yeah.
Weird. Yeah, the story's nice, but I don't think you'll get 1,200 quid off of a watch for not having box and papers.
Well, it was worth a try.
I wouldn't give you 1,200 quid off my watch.
But it was a good little story for them. That's the advice they should be working with.
It sounds like you're justifying stuff.
You're always going to be disappointed that you don't get your 1,200 quid, but, you know, try and get it down, because Some of them are a little bit keen on price when they haven't got papers, and I disagree with it.
The tale of your watch, whilst we're trying to defend Breitling, is it's not made any money. If you link it to inflation, it's lost a lot of money, and it's cost a lot of money to keep.
Okay. Let me compare it to other things that we buy, like a car.
You cannot do this.
No. So most cars...
No, it doesn't work.
You spend a small fortune on servicing.
Yeah.
Then you need, new tyres. Oh, great. Okay, new tyres.
But you use a car
and over 20 years, it's worth nothing. In fact, you're giving it away at a cost to a scrapyard.
No.
With this, I can still get my money back out of it.
Yes, that's true.
So I've done well.
That was a massive leap you just made that made no logical sense.
I think it's been all right.
We were trying to compare Breitlings to other brands of watches.
Okay, so here it is. I went in with a friend.
Yes.
We both bought Breitlings.
Yes.
We were really well looked after.
Were you happy?
It was at a time where the economy wasn't so great. I left very happy. And I got thrown in a leather strap as well, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
So, I've got that to change. However, I love the bracelet so much.
Never taken it off.
I've never taken it out of the packet. So that's still sat there. So if I lose any money, I can sell the straps separately.
Yeah, they're actually worth quite a bit.
Yeah, hopefully enough to cover like $2,500.
The proper justification that you should have made, which I'm shocked you didn't, is like, how many times have you enjoyed looking at it or putting it on, and what is that worth? If you were to say, £1 each time I smile looking at or feeling that watch, then that's when you...
Yeah, no, the reality is exactly that.
Yeah.
20 years and I can still get the capital out.
Yeah.
Is insane. I'm not buying watches to make money, but I am parking money.
We've gone off the central point, which I don't think there's an answer to, but I want to round it up. Why is Breitling not more loved?
That's down to them. I'm still loving it.
Yeah, actually, let us know in the comments why you may or may not love Breitling.
Maybe they're not mainstream enough. Maybe they need to start throwing loads of marketing budget behind a sport. Maybe that's what it is.
They do, though, don't they? They're not behind they're not like the timing sponsor of football. But then Hublot do that, and nobody likes Hublot.
Nobody likes Hublot. So do you know what? Keep the money.
Yeah,
keep the money. It really doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm loving the journey. I'm going to jump back in with another Breitling.
That's a good final question. You will get a second one.
Yeah. So there's others in the stable. We started off this episode and I say you only need one of every stable.
Watch roll.
And I told you, don't take our advice. It's nonsense.
Yes,
it's nonsense. I just say stuff. I don't stick to it myself. But yeah, there's a few different watches that I'm interested in. Obviously, from different ranges of the brand. And the Super Ocean Heritage is definitely one of them that's on the radar.
That black dial one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice. I like the Heritage way more than I like the new Super Oceans.
What about for you?
Top Time.
Top Time would be your second Breitling.
Yeah. Well, it'd technically be my fourth, wouldn't it?
Currently in the box?
Second, yeah.
And what about with this one? Would you let that go?
The event, it sounds like you're asking.
I'm just, out of curiosity.
I love it for now.
But not if you've got a Top Time?
Maybe not if I've got a Top Time.
Okay, and I'm here for you.
Yeah. That's because you know how much I bought it for, isn't it?
Yeah, and I think, as friends and stuff, but, I've always said, always buy a good watch because it will always get you home.
And when you do buy a bad watch, let me know and I'll probably buy it off you. Like if you were named Pork and it's Formex.
Yeah, and if you're on Spotify, make sure you give us 5 stars because I think it's been quite a good show and I think you got something out of it. So that would be nice. And if you're over on YouTube, then somewhere around here, there's a subscribe. Hit the bells and you'll see our next video. And it's a good one, just like this.